Hello, this is Reiki Master Angelia with part 10 of Works of Hearts, Reiki 3, and Natural Complementary Healing Training Program. And last time we were talking about color energy, and so we're going to kind of continue on that. These points are what it is all about. Either physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. If these points are healthy and in balance, and we're still talking about colored energy on your chakras, then we are healthy. It is important when you are going to transfer energy from one chakra to another that you know which color is the complementary color, such as with what color you may be adjusted. Excuse me. And we all have a favorite color. Like my favorite color is purple. So I might be heavier in the spiritual or, mental area than I am in other areas. And that's definitely the case because I have osteosclerosis with myelofibrosis, which, the what's called mermaid's disease, because basically from the waist down, you waste away. So, so we're going to talk about the color and the complementary color. So for the color red, the complementary color is blue. The color orange, the complementary color is indigo. The color yellow, the complementary color is violet. The color green, the complementary color is red, just like Christmas. The color blue, the complementary color is red. Back to the, red was blue. The color indigo would be orange, or the color violet would be yellow. Now, I've been told I look good in orange or yellow, so, those are areas also where I tend to have, some issues. So, color energy. We are born with the opportunity to make use of all color energies. And as we develop according to our color scale, from birth in the palest pink to red in puberty, and as years pass by and experience comes, towards the violet in old age. You ever heard the saying where, old people are being nice because they're trying to get in heaven? But, when you know you're headed towards heaven, you tend to become more interested in spiritual pursuits. Our aim should be to leave this life in beautiful pastel shades with a tinge of white and gold. At any rate, man is a beautiful and fascinating sight to people who can see through other eyes other than those with which we have been taught to see. The color energies that surround us are in ever-changing pictures of sparkling colors, which reflect how we are inside ourselves. Everything from physical health to emotional and mental circumstances show through the colors of our aura. And there are some people who say they can see aura. And there's one woman that used to be at my high school that I believe really could. Because whatever color you would think of as your aura being, she could see that. She would say that. And so she was kind of a little weird to a lot of us. When all our chakras are in balance, we display all the colors of the rainbow clearly and evenly. If there are disturbances on any level, this shows in our chakras. This means that the energy does not flow evenly and smoothly along our spine. Something is wrong. And what can we do about it? Now, I have back problems, and I know a lot of people who do. So that's a problem for your kundalini, your latent energy to rise up through your spine, if there's blockages there. First of all, we are concerned with balance, being balanced. And that's hard for today's living, is to find balance. Throughout our whole life, we must strive for balance. Train and exercise so that the body may be harmonious mentally, emotionally, and physically. And again, you have to find time to do that for yourself. You're not going to have the time. You have to make the time. Color energy works both in a positive and a negative way. By knowing ourselves and our positive and negative sides, we may achieve balance by adding more energy of our same color, like more purple around me, or, more, one of my sons might want blue, one might green, or by adding another color energy, usually your complementary color. So say I might want to do purple and yellow, which are my two favorite combinations, oddly enough. There's things to this. For example, a person who has a lot of red dominating his or her being, and who admits that in some situations she or he becomes more and more hot-headed, arrogant, and domineering, would tune down his or her unbalanced chakra with energies from the green color. Go for a walk in the woods. Take a green bath, and there's bath bombs. We're not talking about putting leaves and stuff, but you could if you wanted to. Put on a green sweater and eat more green foods. On the whole, try to dampen the negative red energy. Bring it into balance. In the opposite case, a person who in his or her daily life leads an introverted, closed up life with self-pity and little gratitude for his or her existence needs the red energy. By using color more consciously, these apparently small changes could be the little extra you need to help yourself out of a situation you are unable to manage. Remember, a lot of people say that red is the power color. So if you don't feel like you're very powerful, you can put on your red and feel more powerful. Many unnecessary deeds and happenings might be avoided if you are in balance. Remember, there are actually no really bad human qualities, but there are unbelievably many unbalanced people. Yeah, I think we know that. Use colors and get to know yourselves. Be conscious of how you use colors and why. Ask yourself why there are certain colors you don't like. And a lot of artists do this in their work. To them, this color represents this and this color represents this. And so they'll use that in their work. Colors and children. Little children love colors. Let them enjoy and explore the colors they have feelings for. But I would not recommend strong color baths unless they are used therapeutically. Pastel baths are the right thing. Try to mix the pale pastel shades. All pink shades are good. Also be careful when adding oils to the bath, unless the child is ill and the bath is used for therapy, because you can affect their mood, and also, smells also affect mood. Children and young people are under the influence of the red and orange colors and need more inspiring and relaxing baths. A green or blue bath tends to relax. And a yellow before exams, perhaps, because yellow, helps you think more. Essential oils in the bath. I recommend the use of 100% pure essential oils in the bath water. Avoid foam baths or artificially perfumed baths. You should start looking more closely at what you let your skin absorb through the preparations you use in your bath. And now I use a base, body wash, and soap, And then I add my own herbs and essential oils, and things like aloe vera and honey, to make it better for my body. Because anytime you're washing, you're taking oils out of your body, and your body naturally has oil and needs oil. So anytime you take it out of oil, you need to add one back in. So if you're drying your skin out with soap and body wash and shampoos, you need to put back that natural goodness that you're taking out. We want to be clean. We don't want to smell like, something gross and disgusting like dog do in the yard. But if you're going to use harsh things, then you need to help that. So that's why I just make all my own using a base, whatever I can get and buy. And then change it, add to it my own special stuff so that I can stay soft and, shiny and silky and feel good and not feel dried out and irritated. Harsh soaps actually kind of give me anxiety. So, I'm sure I'm not the only one. So many artificial synthetic aromas and fragrances have been used only for the scent. All 100% pure essential oils have a physical and psychological effect. It is most interesting to read about all the natural remedies we have. And if you haven't, I recommend you study that. That's how I got started in this, studying herbology, and finding out that, and I make my own Ayurvedic tea every day because it got to the point where I have so many physical problems. I was taking about 24 pills and I was having pill gut and it felt like crap. And I told my doctor, we need to come up with something else because, this is not working for me. And so we got into the Ayurvedic stuff and she had me adding a few things. And then finally I'm just like, well, you know what? Let's do it all that way. And that's how I do it. And I'm still here kicking. Thank you, Lord. It's most interesting to read about all the natural remedies. It is sad that we have removed ourselves so much from nature. And in society, that has happened, especially if you're in a rural, urban area, in a suburban area. It's all about, the best products, the newest products. But these products might not be good for you. They may have a lot of chemicals in them. They might be actually bad for you physically. And that practitioners of natural medicine and wise women, that's me, have been rendered suspect. I actually attended a ceremony and got, deemed a Cherokee wise woman. So, that's nice, if you can get into stuff like that. The effect of essential oils in the bath is fantastic, and it is. Not only do they have a benefit, excuse me, beneficial and effective scent, the oil enters through your skin and gives its share to your health and well-being. The evaporation from the bath brings the scent up. Thus, you inhale it, and in that way you receive medicinal benefit. We have intentionally not added oils or other additives to, our color energy baths. Anyone with allergies or sensitivities may add these if they wish according to their own requirement or according to the occasion and the color of the bath. We have created a special introductory gift set of 7 essential oils to enhance your color bath experience, and that's if you do their specific thing. You can buy them almost anywhere. They have them at Meijer, they have them at Walmart, but you want to look for 100% pure essential oils. Now, you don't want to use the household stuff that, is used for like candles or whatever that's not real essential oil. You don't want to use that on your body. You want to only get the whole 100% pure essential oils to use on your body. And again, you can add them to your soaps. Let's see, you can blend them with herbs and put them in your bath. Affirmations. Affirmation really means to repeat, confirm, something you want to repeat or confirm. An affirmation can be an idea or thought you want to strengthen. I call it a color prayer. I repeat it and give thanks for what the color gives me. And in repeating the affirmation, I get the maximum effect out of the color energy. And now, that's the way she put this. I wouldn't pray to a color. Of course, I pray to God in the name of Jesus. But you can meditate on a color. That is a good thing to do. Is if you need something, like if you're going to do speaking, and you feel like you're got a problem here, you might want to do the opposite color of that, or that color and the opposite color combined, to make it, so that you can do better. And if you're wanting to do spiritually, like I said, the purple and the yellow, you can concentrate on that, which are Easter colors. So that's kind of neat there, huh? But anyway, you can meditate on a color. You don't have to have your hands like this when you meditate. That's just something I sometimes do. But, you can go in lotus position or whatever, and you meditate on a color to help you. And you can also use an affirmation. While in your mind's eye, you're seeing this color or this color combination, like in waves maybe, or layers. You can say, I am going to do wonderfully. People are going to really respond to this, and repeat your affirmation, so that's just a little something that can help you. The bath. When you do a bath, use the recommendations. If you put too much stuff in your bath, you can end up, actually burning yourself with certain oils and certain herbs and substances. Or if you don't use enough, it's not going to have any effect. And I found that's a lot of the problem with a lot of people who say, well, I tried this, but they didn't use enough. They use like a couple drops. And it's like, well, if the package says 10 drops or, quarter teaspoon, that's what you should have used. So, let's see. Okay. The future looks positive. We should begin to understand more and more about the importance of color in our homes. And a lot of people are doing that now. They're looking at the color charts of feelings, what feelings certain colors evoke, and they're using those for different rooms in their house. Now, I still like the pastels. This room you probably can't tell is a pastel pink. But when I paint my next house, I'm going to use pastels in that too. So, in public institutions, because remember, everything used to be pretty much gray or brown, and in our private lives, music will come to mean so much more. On the whole, holistic teachers will help us understand that not only is the relation between our body and soul dependent on each other, but we are dependent on our surroundings. Our surroundings are dependent on the ecological balance. The ecological balance is dependent on the cosmos balance, which is dependent on a power that nobody really knows where it comes from. Well, I know it comes from God. I call it divine power, and that covers everything for me. I like to believe that I am part of this power, and that I am not left out or accidental in this giant experiment, which is called life on Earth. I am a part of this wholeness, and I would like to learn this world with a net of positive energy around me. This means, in my day-to-day, I have to strive to keep myself in balance. And that's goal for all of us to strive to keep ourselves in balance. I must adjust accordingly. Every morning, I have a new chance. And in this connection, I would like to give you an excellent tip. Get up as early as possible in the morning. Remember that early bird catches the worm. Get to the nearest open window. Stand relaxed. Face the sun. Try to look into it, squint into the sun, and start to breathe slow breaths. And your mama told you, and I'll tell you too, don't look directly at the ball of the sun. You don't want to do that and blind yourself. Breathe consciously from the nose to the bottom of your stomach. And a lot of people don't understand that in yoga when they say breathe into your stomach. You're like, I can't breathe in my stomach. I can only breathe in my lungs. But you imagine the breath goes into your stomach. Follow each breath through. Breathe 20 times and finish by blessing the day and what you wished for, and don't forget to say thanks, because gratitude will help your attitude. Through the light and the sun, you receive all the color energy you need for a healing. It is only when something has been blocked or is out of proportion that you need the assistance of other color energies. That is what I have to tell you through this little introductory on the energy of colors. I hope you will enjoy the color baths, and I hope that you learn to use them correctly. Remember, every color is an energy, that this energy may also become yours. I hope every color energy may help you to make you more conscious, and that you may become the person who you were meant to be. And that was from, Life Power and Life Energy. Okay, more about that. Red. The root chakra at the bottom of the spine is governed by the red energy. This power center is closely connected with the earth. It governs all our earthly life and is the outgoing, positive, yes to life attitude. It is important that the root chakras be earth grounded. Fatigue, fear, and anxiety are often caused by the missing contact with earth reality. All goals that were never accomplished, the missing consequence from theory to practice, are caused by the lack of red energy. The missing security and trust in ourselves and our worth are often caused by not being loyal and true to ourselves. To start self-aid and the understanding of the red energy, we should place our feet firmly on the ground and look at ourselves and others with love. The strongest red energy is the power of reproduction. And this is probably the energy we know the best. The warm, red sexual energy sets the root chakra spinning. The vibrations increase as the energy moves up towards the heart chakra and the throat chakra, finally to give us an experience of the yin-yang balance, the mutual dependence and belonging in love of all things, actually satisfying both the physical and mental. The red energy is also the power that provides the creative energy on all levels. Everything that is to be commenced. All pioneering work needs the life vitality of red. Physically, the root chakra energizes the feet, the legs, the tailbone, the vagina, the urinary organs, and the adrenal glands, as well as the male, penis and testes. Mentally, this energy gives power to the strong life qualities of courage, self-confidence, security, positive love, and willpower. Red. In using red in baths as well as in clothes, red foods, or interiors, it should be remembered that what we are striving for is balance. This energy must not be misused, and red energy is not enough to live on or for. This is the energy you need to help the other chakras to function in accordance with each other. Too much or too little of any color is just as bad. The key word is balance. That's a central theme going through all of this. Balance. Yin and yang. In balance, the body is self-healing. Out of balance, illness may start. Yin, if there's too much yin, too little yang, that's a problem, and vice versa. The positive sides of red. Courageous, strong will, spontaneous, honest, grateful, forgiving, humanistic, extroverted. And the negative aspects of red. Domineering, arrogant, self-pitying, self-indulging, quick-tempered, impolite, passionate, and brutal. Red energy may help when you feel tired and indisposed. You are cold. You are starting to have a cold. You have poor blood circulation. You are anemic. You need courage and self-confidence. You need the warmth that increases your vital energies. You should not use red when you are emotionally out of balance. You are angry and excited. You have infectious wounds. You have a heart problem. Take pink instead, if you like that shade. On the whole, you should be careful with red. There is a strong power in red energy. Small children should not be bathed in red water. However, difficult or restless children may benefit from a pink or rose bath. Other red. If you should want a different red color, you may add a little blue to your red water, and you will have a wine-colored bath. This gives a more unselfish energy, more devoted and helping energy. If you want a rose bath, just take a little less of red and you have a rose-colored bath. The energy of kindness and love. Children love this rose color from the moment they are born, almost into the age of puberty when it changes into a more dark red. Essential bath oils. Ylang Yang, that's one of them people pronounce it different ways, and it's not hard, it is hard to pronounce anyway. Essential oil may lower hypertension, and I have used that. Calm heart and is altogether relaxing. It is good in connection with fear. It is also stimulating sexually, and that's not what I used it for. I know people. Add between 5 to 6 drops of ylang ylang to your bath. Another good aromatherapy herb is 4 drops of sandalwood oil, and most of us love sandalwood. 2 drops of ylang ylang and 1 drop of rosewood. Affirmation. Let the red energy flow through my veins and provide me with new life and courage to do everything I have to do. That's quite a lengthy one, you know. You might say, let this, red power me up and let me be able to do the things I need and want to this day, you know. Just don't have to be that big, really. Red tips. Red is a good color in play rooms as it increases excitement and physical activity, but it also increases passion. Red in a place of work where risk takes, oh my gosh. Oh. In a place of work where there are hand tasks being done is not advisable. Accidents may occur where red is in the picture. It should be used where activity should be increased, but not where peace and concentration should prevail. Red in clothes. With red, we show a vital and somewhat passionate image of independence. But a person may often seem a little aggressive, like the red power tie. We all know who wears that. Red foods. If you should want more red energy, you may eat foods like beets, radishes, red cabbage, watercress, spinach, meat, cayenne pepper, tomatoes, strawberries, cherries, and all red-skinned fruits. And yes, some of these aren't red, but they have red energy. The astrological sign and planet for red, the astrological sign Aries is red, and the planet is Mars. And Tuesday is red day. There are days of the week for colors. Bet you didn't know that. I didn't know that before either. But anyway, that was our bell. So that's all for today. I hope you found this educational and informational. And I'll see you next time.